Hostesses at the controversial men-only dinner held by the President's Club in London were considered playthings for men to gawp at and touch, a waitress has said. One woman, aged in her 20s, claimed some of the women who went to an after-party were treated by a number of men there as if they were sex workers. The President's Club is to be shut down after a huge backlash sparked by an undercover sting carried out by Financial Times journalist Madison Marriage revealed some female hostesses were allegedly groped and harassed at the gala. Reports claimed that women were required to wear heels and short, tight dresses and all-black underwear. A hostess who worked at the President's Club dinner has spoken anonymously about what she witnessed at the event. Speaking anonymously to ITV News, the hostess described how she had been made to feel very uncomfortable during the evening and was shocked by the behavior of some of those in attendance. She told the broadcaster, "I realized quite soon it was an odd job. It wasn't a usual job. And the way the men behaved made me feel incredibly uncomfortable." President's Club to shut down after hostess party fundraiser. Shame asked what the overall message appeared to be after the women first entered the room at the event. She said, "We were playthings. We were objects for them to gawp at, touch, to be laughed at." She said she believed some women working there knew what it was about and it was a fun time for them to get drunk, but added that many appeared uncomfortable and looked deflated by the end of the night. She added that some men she spoke to also seemed uneasy about what was going on. Financial Times reporter describes behavior at President's Club charity dinner. She said, "One guy said, 'Is this happening? I've never been to this event before, it's really odd.' One guy said, 'I wouldn't want my daughter to go through this.' At an after-party, she said some other girls entered the room and acted more provocatively. Asked if she believed they may have been sex workers, she said, 'Yes. I was really wary of it and I was disgusted by it. Sick was happening. I was worried about some of the girls who were talking to men. The men were treating them like sex workers. They were putting hands up skirts, touching inappropriately, some guys kissing other girls. It was uncomfortable." Another woman who was working at the gala called Joe told the BBC, "We were given food and wine when we arrived and I remember thinking there is no such thing as a free lunch, which did put me on edge. Later in the evening the men got more drunk, more flirtatious and more handsy. They were groping the girls." Businessman David Mellor is stepping down from the DFE's advisory board. She continued, "Later the event moved to a number of smaller bars in the hotel. I saw some girls go up in the lift with the men. When it was time to leave, I just couldn't wait to get out of there." Another woman told the BBC that waitresses were asked to provide pictures before they were hired. She said, "I was paid £170 plus £20 for travel. This felt like a completely different atmosphere to other hosting events that I have worked at. The lines of what is acceptable and right felt very blurred. I never worked for the agency again." Jess Phillips MP, "Young women were bought as bait." Ms. Dandridge, founder of the agency Artista who hired the staff, told the Financial Times, "This is a really important charity fundraising event that has been running for 33 years and raises huge amounts of money for disadvantaged and underprivileged children's charities. There is a code of conduct that we follow. I am not aware of any reports of sexual harassment and with the caliber of guest, I would be astonished." The President's Club will not host any further fundraising events following the media storm that erupted when charity fundraiser was exposed. The Ferrari also saw one of the organizers, David Mellor, step down from his role as a non-executive director for the board of the Department for Education. The remaining funds raised by the club will be distributed in an efficient manner to children's charities and it will then be closed, the organization said in a statement on Wednesday afternoon. Comedian David Walliams, who acted as the host for the evening, has since distanced himself from the event. David Walliams hosted the event. He said he was appalled by the allegations of groping and sexual harassment that took place and said he attended the event in a strictly professional capacity. Posting on Twitter, he said that he left the event at 11:30 p.m. straight after he finished comparing. Senior figures known to have attended include the newly appointed Children and Families Minister Nadim Zahawi and Labour peer and fundraiser Jonathan Mendelsohn. Mr. Zahawi said he found the event extremely uncomfortable and left early. A Labour spokesperson said, "Lord Mendelsohn attended part of the dinner as president of a charity that received support from the event. He was not there for or had any knowledge of an after-party." Lord Mendelsohn did not see any of the appalling incidents described in the report, but he unreservedly condemns such behavior. Advertising giant WPP, which sponsored a table at the fundraiser last Thursday, said it would be severing its links with the event. Two beneficiaries of the event, Great Ormond Street Hospital for Children and Evelina London Children's Hospital, said they were shocked and would return all previous donations. Gosh was given £280,000 by the President's Club Charitable Trust in 2016. London's Royal Academy of Music said it will refund a £10,000 donation made in 2017 as a scholarship to a violin student. Additional reporting by the Press Association.